On this edition of Memphis Energized, honoring the legacy of a pivotal figure of the 1968 sanitation strike. Looking to pay your bill conveniently? Make sure you know your best options. And MLGW releases the 2017 report on local and minority and women business spending. We'll talk about those stories and much more on this edition of Memphis Energized. Welcome to Memphis Energized, a half-hour television program that features important news from Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I'm your host, Michelle McKissick. Just off Jackson Avenue in the Hyde Park neighborhood, a new memorial was erected in honor of a former resident who was instrumental in organizing the 1968 sanitation strike. Lillian Johnson files this report.
Rain didn't dampen spirits as local residents gathered at an MLGW facility to pay homage to sanitation workers on the eve of Memphis's MLK 50 observation.
Well, today was a very special day. It was a day to unveil the marker for the Joseph C. Warren home here in this area, and it was very special because a lot of the other sanitation workers who joined with Mr. Warren in planning a lot of their activities prior to the sanitation strike were here with us as well, so we were able to honor them. And Mr. Warren's son, Joe Warren, was also with us today.
It was an event initially planned outside the home of Warren, a civil rights activist and 1968 sanitation strike worker, but inclement weather moved the memorial ceremony indoors. MLGW acquired the Warren home last year as part of the expansion of its North Service Center.
I know when MLGW initially purchased some of the other properties, it wasn't known that this house stood and who it belonged to and the history of it. But as soon as it was made aware of it, I know when the mayor was made aware of it, and I know when the MLGW staff were made aware of it, there was no question that we were going to do the right thing. And today, we're here because we've done the right thing. And again, we celebrate Mr. Warren, but we also celebrate the sanitation workers. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Mr. Cleophas Smith, one of the workers who participated in the 1968 strike, was in attendance.
I was the youngest of one of the sanitation workers. I was only 24 years old.
Mr. Smith shared that though the striking workers are celebrated now, that wasn't the case in 1968.
We was maced, water hose sprayed on us, dogs sicked on us. I don't know whether Mr. Cody Jackson is in the room, but he and I was one of the two that was really caught in a crossfire. And I had to kind of get out of the crowd. On my way out, this policeman had this German Shepherd dog on a chain, and he released him in the front of me. And I hit the dog in the nose with my fist. And he snapped his holster and said, "Hit him again." Well, naturally, I wasn't going to hit him again because he could have killed me the first time.
Smith credits leaders like Joe Warren for their perseverance and encouragement in their pursuit of equitable treatment and decent working conditions.
I remember well that Mr. Henry Lowe, which was the mayor of the city at that time, says to us, "You'll never have a union in this city over my dead body." And we was able to get that union. And it all was because of Mr. Joe Warren, Mr. Burrow, and others that I just can't call by name right now.
Before taking his seat, Smith admonished the crowd to continue to fight for equitable treatment for all.
Take the torch and run with it. But we are to keep the dream alive, that when they come up and their children come up, they can succeed to higher heights and not go back.
During the ceremony, Terry Freeman, National Civil Rights Museum president, offered words of appreciation to the sanitation workers.
It also is not lost on me the fact that you didn't think you were doing anything extraordinary. You were just doing what was necessary and right. And I like to tell people as they come to the museum that all of those faces, they're just ordinary people, but they're ordinary people who did extraordinary things. And in fact, they have nothing within them that we don't all have within us. The question is whether or not we're going to act on our extraordinary abilities like these gentlemen did.
Freeman also applauded efforts to preserve this chapter in history.
Just the other day, I had the opportunity to talk to a reporter from the Irish Times. Yes, they're coming from all over. And she said to me in her Irish brogue, "You know, I didn't know about the sanitation workers. I did not know about them until I came this time." Well, now she's informed, and now she knows. But that's what's so important about history and in ensuring that we are maintaining history.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, County Historian Jimmy Ogle read text from the marker.
Warren and other strike planners became founding members of Local 1733 of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. The local number honored the 17 fired employees who were later rehired, and the 33 original terminated. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. supported the strike, declaring it exposed the need in Memphis and elsewhere for economic equality and social justice. He came to Memphis twice to march alongside the sanitation workers.
As we now know, Dr. King's second visit ended tragically, and the sanitation strike concluded a few weeks after King's assassination.
On April 16th, after several days of rioting in Memphis and other cities, union leaders and city officials reached an agreement. The strike ended. Since then, the 1968 strike has been a landmark in our nation's history of economic justice and social equality. Warren's brave commitment to stand up with others and declare "I am a man" was the catalyst for improving working conditions for sanitation workers and advancing the civil rights in Memphis and beyond.
The Warren home on Meager Street has been added to the Memphis Heritage Trail and the Shelby County Historical Commission's marker registry. From Memphis Energized, I'm Lillian Johnson.
Thank you, Lillian. Our community's 2017 Consumer Confidence Report, better known as the Water Quality Report, was just released. All community water systems are required to prepare and distribute an annual water quality report. The report includes a summary of the many tests performed to ensure our drinking water meets or exceeds established standards. The report is available online at MLGW.com, and customers can also request a paper copy by calling 901-320-3950 or emailing corpcom@mlgw.org. Speaking of Memphis Water, MLGW's Water and Engineering Department was recognized for its efforts to keep our drinking water safe. Here's Daniel Hope with more on that story.
David Wright is part of the cross-connection team at MLGW, a group charged with protecting our drinking water.
In the cross-connection department, we go out and we do site inspections in our commercial properties to identify any potential hazards, how they use water in their business, basically. And if there's backflow devices in place, if not, then we would follow that up with a letter to have them install a backflow to protect the public drinking water.
Backflow occurs when the water in your pipes goes in the opposite direction of normal flow. Golf courses, hospitals, residential homes with irrigation systems, or in-ground pools are a few examples where backflow devices should be installed.
A backflow device is a device on the water lines, usually isolating a hazard from the public drinking water. There's two check valves inside that backflow, and they protect our distribution system against back pressure or back siphonage. Customers that are looked at a high risk, high hazard, or maybe they are a chemical plant or a hospital where they actually, deal with blood in their business. Also chemical plants, we definitely, want to have backflows in place. The backflow should be installed behind the meter before the first use of water. There should be internally devices inside that isolate those hazards from the internal water system as well.
Backflow device testing is mandated by the state of Tennessee.
So it's very important that these devices are tested annually, that we have copies of those reports so that we know they've passed. And those devices are life-saving devices. They do protect our public drinking water. Our families drink this water,
There are conservation and money-saving benefits from checking your backflow devices every year.
A lot of times this device can leak. If it's leaking out of the bottom, that is an indication the device is failing. If the device is leaking, another benefit to you is it not only is an indication that it's failing, but it also can run up your water bill as well.
Failure to comply with annual testing and obtaining a passing report could leave you high and dry.
We send out a 90-day reminder, a 45-day reminder, a 15-day letter, and of course we do an auto call, and then we'll also do a door knocker reinforcing that test due date. And in some cases, if the customer does not have, if they do not have their backflows tested, we're to cut their water off.
MLGW was recently recognized for their vigilance through the Cross Connection program.
The Tennessee Backflow Association, the TBPA, gave MLGW an award for our ongoing effort of protecting the public drinking water here in Memphis. And they're actually a branch of the American Backflow Association, the TBPA is.
A full list of companies that are approved to test in MLGW's water system can be found at mlgw.com/crossconnection. For Memphis Energized, I'm Dan Hope.
Thanks, Dan. If you want to pay your bill in person but can't make it to an MLGW community office, there are many convenient locations you can go to in Memphis and Shelby County. But be sure you are using an MLGW authorized agent. Authorized paying agents can process your payment and it will post to your account in an hour. If you use an unauthorized agent, they'll take your cash and it might take days to post to your account, if at all. The best way to find an authorized paying agent is to go to mlgwagents.com or call 544-6549. Remember to take a copy of your bill with you when you go. Don't go away. There's more Memphis Energized after the break. Stay tuned.
George.
Yes, dear.
George. George.
What now, Gladys?
That man next door is digging again.
Not again.
I bet he didn't call 811 before he dug. George, what does gas smell like?
Know what's below. MLGW reminds you to call 811 before you dig, even for small projects.
Share the Pennies needs your change to make a change. You can help ease the burden of a neighbor in need of home weatherization repairs. Your small change is all it takes to make a big difference. You may choose to opt out anytime, but for less than $12 a year, why would you?
I'm in.
I'm in.
We're in.
For more info, visit our website or call 544-6549. All you have to do is care.
Welcome back to the show. The numbers are in, and once again, they amount to intentional spending with local small businesses and minority and women-owned firms. Memphis Energized Leela Garlington has more on MLGW's Supplier Diversity Year-End Report.
MLGW carries a major responsibility to ensure the fullest consideration of all qualified sources for the purpose of contracting and purchasing. The intent of the Supplier Diversity Program is to provide an opportunity for minority women and local small businesses to participate in our procurement process. At present, the minorities, women, and local small businesses represent the groups in our supplier pool that are underutilized. Therefore, our intent is to encourage the growth of minority, women, and local small businesses by providing them with the opportunity to furnish MLGW with goods and services through our Supplier Diversity program.
MLGW's Supplier Diversity program is celebrating its 20th anniversary. The program has had a stellar track record when it comes to encouraging women, minority, and local small business participation, and last year was no different.
Supply Diversity spend for 2017 was a whopping $75.4 million. We continue to be very, very excited about our spend. Sheltered Market program, which is our local small business program, has done very, very well since its existence. We have outstanding numbers for 2017. We did $12.3 million, and all of those participants are located in the city.
According to Holiday, it's the culture at all levels of the organization that drives results.
One of the reasons why I think our program is so successful is because it's supported from the top down. Our Board of Commissioners sets our policy and supports the program, and it goes throughout the organization from the Board of Commissioners to the executive staff all the way down to the user area representatives. And our program has done very well because of that.
A focus on outreach is another reason the program has been able to bolster its spending with underutilized groups.
In March, we have what we call the Proactive Procurement Conference. It was very well attended. We had over 100 vendors to attend. With that conference, we have educational opportunities on how to do business with MLGW. We also have computers set up where the vendors are able to register online with both of our systems. We also have what we call the vendor fair. This is where we have representatives from those departments that will have opportunities, either upcoming or future opportunities. The vendors are able to go around from table to table to visit with those representatives to find out what the needs are and also what the requirements are for bidding on their projects.
Besides hosting its own vendor recruitment fairs, MLGW also engages business owners at community events.
We have an upcoming vendor trade show. It's one of the largest trade shows in this region. It's the Mid-South Minority Business Continuum Economic Development Fair, and it's going to be held at the Graceland House on Elvis Presley. It's going to be held June 19th through the 21st, 2018.
Holiday says opportunities are always coming available to sell products and services. She notes the best way to stay informed is to register online.
We do encourage vendors to register on our online bid notification system. There are two systems in which we ask vendors to register. The one is the online bid notification, and the other is the new Oracle system, our supplier portal. Both systems will allow you to have access to our bids and our purchase orders. Our focus also this year is sourcing. We want to increase our database of vendors. We need you to, if you are a vendor that has a product or service that we buy, we encourage you to register on both our online systems. You can call our office if you need information at 528-4635. That's 901-528-4635. We will be glad to assist you. Remember, we need you at the table. Register at www.mlgw.com/bids.
For Memphis Energized, I'm Leela Garlington.
Thank you, Leela. To learn more about doing business with MLGW, visit mlgw.com/commercial/purchasing-CONT. MLGW is rolling out a new service made possible by smart meters. It's called Prepay, and it offers many benefits, including eliminating deposits, reconnection fees, and late fees. For more about the service, here's Memphis Energized correspondent Chip Washington.
To start 2018, New Year's Day, our area saw temperatures as low as 10 degrees. Many may have turned up their thermostats, and by the time their utility bill arrived, been surprised by the increase in energy costs compared to the month before. Now, MLGW has a new option for customers that affords more control over their utilities and can end those end-of-the-month bill surprises. It's called Prepay. Prepay offers many benefits, including no deposits, reconnection fees, or late fees. Prepaid Utilities is not new and has been offered in other cities for many years. It works much like prepaid cell phone services and can help customers manage their bills. Smart meters make Prepay possible for our customers. Customers who have smart meters for services MLGW provides to their home can take advantage of this service. Customers have the option to make smaller, more frequent payments, making it easier to set a household energy budget that makes sense for their lifestyle. For example, customers paid on a weekly basis may choose to make payments when they get paid instead of once a month. New customers can start their Prepay account with just $100. Customers can choose text, phone, or email low balance alerts so they'll always know how much money is on their account. In the event services are disconnected, they can be restored in about an hour after payment is made, and there is no reconnection fee. To sign up, customers can visit any of MLGW's community offices or call 901-544-6549. To learn more, call the Prepay hotline at 901-528-7729 or email us at prepay@mlgw.org. Once a customer signs up, they can use the My Usage website or mobile app available from the App Store or Google Play to manage their Prepay account. MLGW is currently notifying customers who are eligible for this service by sending letters to the customer of record. For Memphis Energized, I'm Chip Washington.
Thank you, Chip. To learn more, go to mlgw.com/prepay. MLGW speakers are coming to a location near you. Here's a calendar of events featuring dates for informative workshops and holiday closings. For an even easier way of keeping up with your utility bill, then look no further than your cell phone for MLGW text alerts. Customers can sign up to receive text message notifications of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at mlgw.com/textalerts. To help keep emergency lines clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW-deemed emergencies are considered things such as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call the Customer Care Center at 820-7878, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Any other account inquiries can be addressed by calling 544-MLGW. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then you can get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's web chat feature for residential customers can be found at mlgw.com. Web chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Web chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at mlgw.org. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Many times you will see crews working near streets and highways and installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized. I hope you've learned a lot and will join us next time. And remember to visit us online at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and at MLGW.com. Until next time, I'm Michelle McKissick. Thanks for watching.